Fantastic, thank you. Absolutely beautiful. So are you ready to talk to me? You are fantastic. So can we just start by introducing yourselves?
Talofa everyone, my name is Vincent Tony. I'm from the House of IMAN.
Talofa everyone, my name is Tony, also known as the Kira, the drag queen of the house.
Hi, my name is Sako. People know me as Foxy.
Foxy.
Fabulous. And so people know you as Foxy in at your job, or at in the house, or
just in the New Zealand ballroom community in general. Yeah.
Cool. So can you share, one of you share something about the ballroom community?
The ballroom scene or the ballroom community originated in New York City around the 1960s and 70s. It essentially was a space created with the intention that brown and black queer people were celebrated and seen and had a place together safely. So normally in the ballroom scene we have events called balls, and that's where we go and compete doing voguing, which is the dance form that everyone sees. As I was coming down the escalator, I was just doing a little bit of hand performance. And yeah, so our friend Nikita over here also walks runway, and these happen at these balls often. But yeah.
So runway is different from voguing?
Yeah, so within the ballroom community, obviously there's a vast amount of people that encompasses the community, and so not all of us can dance or can move and stuff, but we all are creative people, and the balls are a way for us to be creative, and it's a creative outlet for us to, if we're working every single day, it's an opportunity for us to come up with something different, something fun, and then we showcase it really at the balls for ourselves, and then we compete against ourselves to uplift ourselves and push ourselves outside of the box.
So this is House of IMAN, but there are other groups. Are the competitions between other groups or between individual performers? What are the competitions?
So the competitions are held at the balls, and the balls usually host competitions in terms of dancing, which is the voguing. Voguing is also like the language of ballroom. We like to think of it as more so the language rather than a dance. And then you have runway battles. You also have body battles that celebrate body. So all different shapes and sizes of body can go up and compete against one another. Also with houses. Houses were originally physical houses that used to home and look after those that were neglected in the community, those that were shunned and really set aside to the rest of the community. So yeah, House of IMAN is just one of the houses that competes in New Zealand ballroom, but we also have houses like the House of Coven Akuan, we also have the House of Aitu, and then we also have Kiki houses, which honestly too much to talk about. That's going to go
I
on.
saw Kiki, because you were doing in the school holidays, weren't you doing Kiki classes in Maungari for young rangatahi, young people who are finding themselves and finding themselves in a way that they can see themselves valued.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about what you're wearing. Who is? Tell me.
So within our house, we've got a member called Sam. And Sam is a creative designer. He's been designing, I think, ever since he's been in the house, and I know that before that as well. And this is his second collection that he's made. And his line is, I can't remember what his line was called, Fob?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, that. And
But Sam really likes to dive into contemporizing Pacific Island wear, and because most of his designs are really things that he would wear out on the go. So the Ia Lava Lava, giving it a contemporary swirl with the type of fabric that it's in, and then also
and the fringing, it's almost like a fringing like a Chanel down the side.
it is.
Yeah.
And then even with the different fabrics, pairing it with a nice double-breasted blazer, it's just a lot of Pacific meets contemporary. And Sam is actually one of the founding members in House of IMAN and is the godfather of our house.
So what does that mean, being the godfather of the house?
It means that he is one of the key and leading members of our house, but he isn't constantly in the scene because he has other things to look after, but he's kind of like the wise guy that we go to for wisdom. And yeah.
But he's a beautiful sewer. Do you know where he learnt to
No,
sew?
I don't know where he
but I
learned.
do know that his family sews, yeah. So, and that was the same for me with my drag. I make a lot of my outfits, and I learned that from my mum and my great auntie when I was younger. I think the singers used to have the machines that you used to sit there and swirl. So I used to do that when I was younger with my auntie, and make pillowcases and stuff like that for us when we were kids. So yeah.
And so what made you want to learn, what made you want to sew?
Mainly because the things that you would find out are boring, you know, like there's, boring. And you just want to be a little bit more creative. And if you can learn to sew, then you can learn to put together some pieces. And yeah, because my mum would hem all of our offals or clothes when we were younger. And so I just kind of watched her do it. And it was just easier for us to do our own thing. And that's where kind of ballroom is unique, and we amend things to how we want it and make things fit our creative ideas and stuff.
Yeah, so the costume, what you wear, or your clothing that you wear, you wouldn't just wear this for performance, would you wear this?
I would wear this
I
out.
saw you in town on Thursday night.
Yes.
But
I mean, I would wear this to work, myself personally. I mean, I wear a lot more other crazy things to work, but I think it's just about making it more normal to wear things that are a little bit more feminine visually, because in Samoa, men wear skirts, and in Samoa, you hardly see men wear trousers. It's not really a thing, so it's about bringing that here and then shifting that mentality that anybody can wear anything, really, and just as long as it looks good.
Really unapologetic about feeling good, yeah.
And so tell me about what you're wearing. Is the jacket part of the outfit too?
No, so the jacket's just pretty much like an add-on, but everything else is pretty much from the same designer.
Do you know anything about the fabric?
No, I'm not 100% sure, only because...
I think it's the label, isn't it?
Yeah.
The fob.
Fob.
Yeah.
But yeah, he pretty much just like has an idea in his head and then puts it on fabric, and it just looks amazing like the next.
And did I understand correctly that these were made for a particular performance? You're working on something at the moment, aren't you? Is that right?
We just recently did a Fine Fest, which is a Pacifica festival that was held in Mangere Arts Centre, and so in the festival Sam did a showcase, and so I think there was maybe about 11 pieces or something like that. Yeah, which is really cool. All different other pieces that were more ball gowny but then blazer put together, so really pushing the boundary of binary and fashion, I would say.
That was at the Fine Festival, and that was another LGBTQI friendly event that was mainly focusing on our Pacific community. So hence why this was perfect to be displayed and debuted over there. And it was also part of another ball, Kiki ball that happened there, hosted by the House of Sisters, which is our sister house, the House of IMAN. Yeah.
Right. It's beautiful. It's lovely to see you. Now, were you going to do a performance, or was what we got it beautiful? People didn't get it. Not enough response to the music, I feel.
That's the thing with ballroom, is that it's about just activating the space and being in a space that's not familiar, but the consistency makes it familiar. And obviously, like we do tend to not really be in corporate spaces, but it's where we reclaim the space and kind of, even though something could be happening, not many people are familiar with it, but if they see it over a period of time, they'll get to understand it, because it is a very, it does take time to wrap your head around the community, especially within our own queer community.
Very loud.
Yeah.
As you can see in the library.
And there's lots of different forms of dance too, isn't there, or performance? So.
Mainly, voguing is mainly the only dance form, language in ballroom, but I guess we kind of incorporate different styles to add to our voguing that kind of makes it our own,
And this outfit you're wearing is yours, was made for you?
No, this was actually made for a different model, but Sam really wanted to showcase this piece, and I really actually love this piece because of the pairing with the lava lava and the double-breasted blazer. It's
like
honestly beautiful.
Fala.
Yeah, you're a mala.
Go on.
A fala is a woven mat. It's usually woven from just different. I'm not even sure what the
Different
leaves is.
flexes,
Yeah.
And what's the mala?
It's the term for gay guy in Samoa.
It's also the term for a hammer.
Yeah.
So I call him a hammer.
Yeah, just give him a smack.
Yeah, exactly.
Very good. All right. Thank you very, very much for sharing with us today. We'll share your website and things too. And it was very nice. I don't know if you saw earlier on, but Dan
Yes.
showed the picture of the photo
Yeah.
shoot that you did with the
Viva.
Viva, and Hohepa. So we're lovely to share those photos. But none of Sam's clothes in that, were there? No.
But there was a few other members. So Willie was also another member that was showcased, and then Mana as well, who is one of our models, and I think one of the first trans model to be showcased on the cover of Vogue. And she's one of the members, but now resides in Sydney. Yeah. So the house is full of a lot of misfits and different creatives and different personalities.
It's quite beautiful because outside of ballroom, a lot of us have beautiful lives, really extravagant lives, and if anything, ballroom is a place where we get to really check in on each other and just see what happens in the norm. And it's really just a place of making sure that you're okay as a person before going out into the world.
So it's a supportive community for you to be who you are.
A chosen family, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Nice. I like that. I like a chosen family. Sometimes I'd like to choose mine.
You me both.
Hey, thank you so much.
No problem.
So,
Thank you so much for having us.
what do you think? Do we want them to go up and down the escalator another time?
Up to you guys.
Yeah, we do.
If you guys need shots.
That would be so
Do you want
beautiful.
us to go one at a time or
No,
all
just
together?
go, just go,
Yeah.
just go, just go.
you.
Thank you. Yeah, you've got to go up that one and
then
come
just
down the other
come
one.
Oh, yeah.
And then you can exit to the green room. Yeah.